Good morning, everyone. So, this is Dayu's early morning phase. I just had a beautiful inspiration, an early morning inspiration. You know, when you wake up and you have this fantastic insight. So, I'm recording it right away so that I can recall it and later on I can expound on it some more, maybe in another video. But it became clear to me the reason that the masculine is mirroring the feminine regarding loyalty to one woman is because the woman does not have loyalty to her own independence. If the woman required herself to stand on her own feet, which the world does not require a woman to stand on her own feet, it's not the value system that was inculcated, at least not in my life. I was always, even though I was smart, I had the best grades. I got the top grades. I had, in high school, I had what was called a 6. In those days, a 1 was like 80% and above. That was an A in those days. So you used to be graded on your top 5 subjects. And I had 4 1s and a 2. I think I got a 2 in chemistry and maths, English. I can't remember. It must have been biology, physics. Whatever subjects I had a 1 in all of them and a 2 in one of them. So I got a 6, and it was the highest. There was 4 or 5 of us that had a 6 that year. You know what I'm trying to say was, even if you were smart in school, it didn't make a difference if you did not require yourself to stand on your own feet and your own sushumna nadi, which is your spine, didn't have all the chakras functioning. If all 5 of your worldly chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, and throat chakra, were not required to be active, all of them were not required to be growing at the same level. Men have to predominantly cultivate their first, third, and fifth chakra, their root chakra, their solar plexus chakra, and their throat chakra, and they function from those. Women have had to predominantly cultivate their second chakra, which is their sacral, which is where they hold babies, their heart, and their third eye, to be more intuitive and all that sort of thing. And because of this polarization, even though women may have been smart in school and so on, by the time they come out of college, the value system is, oh, don't worry so much about what career and everything you're going to go into. You can fall back on that, once you've had your kids and looked after them and so on. It's something for you as a fallback. It's not something that, at least that was the value system I was brought up with, that it's not something that you have to consider as your main reason for living, but you do need to make sure that you get married, you have children, and procreate, and let the husband be the one who's the major income earner while you make sure that you're raising the kids well, breeding children, raising children, all that. The attention was on the nurturing, on the raising, on the giving birth, all that kind of thing, And for a man, these are just the value systems of our current society. That's all it is. But it has created something that now I'm in my 60s, on the twin flame journey, early 60s. And yeah, my hair is still black. Getting a few white hair. But anyway, the point is, on a twin flame journey, now trying to find the balance and reunite with my twin flame. And what I'm finding, I wake up this morning and I realize, because I have not required myself through the years, even though I've had wonderful jobs and I've changed different professions based on the country that I have lived in and on the visas that were available to us. But because I have not consistently required myself to stand on my own feet, and we moved to countries where I did not even have permission to work, the decisions made about our moves, the decisions made about work were such that my husband's job took a priority for him. And all the energy of the family was funneled into his job, him being able to maintain his job, and the energy of the family was funneled into me being able to make sure I could get my daughter to school on time. We didn't have a school bus, so I ended up not being able to take a full-time job because I had to pick her up by 2:30, 3 o'clock, whatever time school was over. And then I had to organize my work timings around her because raising her was more important than having a full-time job. So the values that are inculcated in society for men and women are very, very different. And now I'm finding that in order to go on my twin flame journey, I need to be independent. If I need to be on my own, if I need to be the leader of the twin flame journey, that means leaving a relationship that I'm in, standing on my own feet, on my own. And in order to do that, I need to value standing on my own feet. But no one in my years, in my growing up, in all my years, has ever insisted that I need to stand on my own feet or help me to make that a possibility or a priority. I've had jobs, but because we lived in countries where we were living as expats, but at the same time our income was local income. We were not getting expat packages from these companies. We were working as locals. We were getting local salaries, so it needed 2 salaries just to live. I remember that's how it was in Bangkok. Once I decided to get pregnant, then, for the first 8 months, for the period I was pregnant, maybe during that time I wasn't working. But within 8 months, within my daughter being 8 months old, I had started a tutoring business again. So I was very conscious of earning and all that sort of thing, but it wasn't something that ever made me an independent woman. And nobody required me through all those years to be an independent woman. And therefore I didn't require myself to be that. Now, similarly, for men, they've been allowed to put their focus on earning as a priority. And they